roll has had it, Daddy-O. There aren't enough rock and rollers left in this country to keep you in tight pants and suede shoes. So either get a haircut and change the band style, or go back to being a busboy.
What? That's bullshit. Boom! Vinyl Community, YouTube. What's up? Welcome to the Cosmic One. Woo! Let's pull the volume off of this. It's good stuff, though. Little Freddie and the Foregone Conclusions there. Good stuff. That'll be making an appearance on a future Far Out Finds video. Well, welcome to the Cosmic Realm. I'm Cosmic Brian, and we're gonna I'm gonna show you some great stuff here. Oh, I can't wait. I know you guys are pumped to see some good vinyl, and I hope I can deliver. I really want to deliver. This is all for you. It's another Far Out Finds video. One more time. Far Out Finds. Alright, let's do this. Wait! We got a few friends we brought along. Here's good old Phlasma. He's here. Look at old Phlasma. How you doing, buddy? Huh? What's up? You little flimsy, flaccid little friend. He's my fleshy, flaccid friend, Phlasma. Brought a couple friends with him. Oh, what do you got? Oh, there's Star Child. This is little Star Child. Here, he's holding a picture of me when I was a wee high school cosmic being. Look at that afro. I'm gonna give that about an 8.5 on the old afro scale there. I could sport an afro like you and believe back then. How's it going, Star Child? You been rocking out, dude? All right, then. Been playing with Mini Kiss. Been putting the Star Child beef into a lot of groupies or what?
Toronto!
What? You better shut the hell. Why don't you go find somebody to hang out with? Maybe go find a gig to play, huh? All right, let's bring out the magic 8-ball for today's question. Will the vinyl community accept me for who I am, being this cosmic being? Oh, I can't read without my glasses. What am I trying to do here? My reply is no. Oh no, the YouTube vinyl community won't accept me for who I am. I guess I'll just have to be somebody else then. Anyway, let's put the old Cosmic 8-ball away. Alright, this one's brought, how about a little toast? We got the old IPA. This is the Dead Guy Ale. Rogue. Check out that beast. It's a freshie. Oh, and it's ice cold. It's gonna be tasty. That's what we call a big chug on my side of the tracks. Alright. Pull a little more volume off of the Freddie and the Foregone Conclusions. I almost called it the Foreskin Conclusions. Alright. First starting off is Cupids Inspiration. Now, I don't know if you guys know who this is. I didn't know who it was until about a month or so ago. You know, it looks kind of psyche. It looks maybe even a little garagey, right? And it comes from that era. It's 1969 release. But it features the song Yesterday Has Gone. That song was originally done by Little Anthony and the Imperials. And gosh, that's a great group too. I have a record of theirs that I'll show in a future video. And I heard that song and I heard these guys do it and I thought, that's amazing. I'm gonna grab that record. And you can get this still, you know, probably for under 20 bucks. But yeah, they're a British pop group. They've been active since around 1968. Their lead singer's name is Terry Rice Milton, and that's him right there. They have another guy whose name is Gordon Haskell, who is the bass player. He went on to play in King Crimson. The singer has such a soulful delivery, kind of like a Tom Jones. I mean, they kind of remind me a little bit of like a Gary Puckett and the Union Gap, which, you know, like I said, I'm a sucker for those 60s bands, and so I'll pick something like this up all day. And it's on the Date label, which is kind of a cool label there. Anyway, I picked that up for a little bit. Oh, they went on to be like a hard rock band in the late 70s, early 80s, like a new wave of British heavy metal kind of stuff called Chevy. So check them out, because that's actually pretty cool too. Let's put a rating on this, a peace sign rating. I'm going to give this 2.5 peace signs on the 5 peace sign scale. Not too bad. I just have to be in the mood to listen to this. But okay, let's move on to one of my favorite albums that I'm going to show here tonight. This is the Poppy Family, and featuring Susan Jacks, Which Way You Goin', Billy? Now, this is a Canadian, that's Susan Jacks right there in front. God, she looks like the Canadian Britney Spears right there. But this is recorded in 1969. It's pop psych, country psych, folk psych, psych, whatever you want to call it. But if you see this fella here, that's Terry Jacks. Most famous for his song Seasons in the Sun. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, till the cops came along and they shot us in the buns. Okay, I don't think that's how it goes, but anyway. Yeah, she's a hot little number. Now, I first came across this record, I seen Matt Sands, a Vinyl Community member I'm sure you all know, show this on one of his videos as a pickup. And he said that he was really surprised by it, which I was as well, because this has a lot of psychic leanings. This does a lot of stuff that you wouldn't think they do here. His only hang-up was the cover. I freaking love the cover. I mean, check out her red pantsuit there, and you got the guys in behind here, and you got the guy, the Eastern Indian fella there. He's got his headdress, and you got, you know, the nerd guy that's always in the band. And yeah, I love this cover. And then the back cover, look at it, it says it's an album for everyone. It has like a couple of homeless guys that are hanging down by the river or something. But yeah, Canadian pop psych group. This album was a big album, I guess, in Canada in the late 60s, early 70s. So good stuff. There's a guy that plays sitar on this. That cat's name is Craig McCaw. And then you've got your drummer, who is the guy with the headdress there. His name is Satwant Singh. And he plays some Indian drums, like it's called the tablas. And boy, what a unique sound they have. It's psyche, it's Indian kind of, Eastern Indian kind of flavor to it. And man, I dig this. I also was reading, I believe it was shown in another one of Matt Sands' videos, but it was with the Psychedelic Experience with the Psych Professor Sam. They do a DJ Mellow Yellow and the Psych Professor Sam as the Psychedelic Experience, and those guys are hilarious. Do go back and check it out, the Psychedelic Experience on YouTube, for you new people who maybe don't know these guys. Matt Sands is a great guy. Met him at a St. Louis record show. Super great guy. And I took him up his recommendation on this album. Went out and picked it up for less than $20. Check it out. Good stuff. I mean, got really good psych stuff here. I mean, like, There's No Blood in the Bone, Free from the City, Beyond the Clouds, Shadows on My Wall. this is great. I'm gonna give this one 3.5 peace signs. Pick it up. This next one's great too. This is Circus Maximus. This is on the Vanguard label, which I want to show that because I think that Vanguard label is kind of a cool looking label actually. There it is right there. And another, you know, late 60s record. I believe it came out in like 68, 69. Formed by two fellas, still in the shrink, by the way. I'm gonna leave it in the shrink, I guess. It's not torn. I usually don't. If it was a gatefold, it'd be gone. But it was formed by two fellas. One of them's name was Bob Bruno. The other guy's name is Jerry Jeff Walker. And they were the main songwriters in the group. Now, the group used to be called the Lost Sea Dreamers, which was an acronym for LSD. So the Vanguard records said they had to change their name because of the drugs connotation, which I think is a plus. I mean, not that I recommend hard drugs, but I mean, it was the 60s for crying out loud. Weren't everybody doing acid and smoking weed and whatnot? I mean, come on, people. Let's get with the game. They did have a single hit. It's on this record. It's the last song on side 2 called Wind. It's very bird-like, some great harmonies, and it's got some psych leanings and maybe some garagey type stuff. The songs that I think are the most impressive are the ones done by Bob Bruno. They're more garagey, more psyche. So the other guy was more, the Jerry Jeff Walker was more into like the folk element of it, which I'm sad to say Jerry Jeff Walker did pass away just recently, October 20th of this year. He had a long battle with throat cancer before he passed away. But yeah, look at these guys. This is a great album cover. Kind of reminiscent of like the Queen album with the Bohemian Rhapsody. You've got your guys back here. One of them's got a fur coat on. I mean, this is great. Look how intense this cat is. So yeah, Circus Maximus. I'm gonna give that one a 3.5 stars on the old, or 3.5 stars. 3.5 peace signs on the old peace sign meter. Next is something that I'm really proud that I pulled off getting this. I mean, I've seen it around a few times. I've always meant to pick it up. Finally found a good price. Wanted an original copy, so that's kind of why I waited. But I got a pretty decent original copy of the Zodiac Cosmic Sounds. It's cosmic. Why wouldn't I have it, right? Cosmic sounds. Anyway, the Zodiac, Cosmic Sounds, celestial counterpoint with words and music. Check out that trippy cover. That's a great site cover. Yeah, this came out on Elektra in 1967. It's a collaborative concept album, and it surrounds the signs of the Zodiac. Speaking of which, what's your sign, vinyl community? I'm an Aquarius. All right, this has the early use of the Moog synthesizer by a fellow named Paul Beaver. Paul Beaver. With songs written by Mort Garson. Now you might remember me talking about Mort Garson in another video when I showed my Lucifer Black Mass album, which is another early Moog album. Great stuff. Also has a each song is about a different sign of the Zodiac, and it's music played by a bunch of session musicians. And then there's a narrative between songs by, I'm going to have to remember this guy's name, Cyrus Faryar. And the narrative was written by another fella named Jacques Wilson. The cover art was done by a fella named Abe Gervin. And I love it on the back here in purplish pink on the bottom. It says, must be played in the dark. I think they should add to that also, must be high as hell and played in the dark with headphones, because that's when it sounds really killer. Just a suggestion. I mean, I wouldn't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just heard, somebody told me. So anyway, yeah, great stuff. Been wanting this. Showed this on Instagram. Mazzy said it was one of his favorite albums when he was a young buck. So, awesome. Justin Hayward of the Moody Blues said this was a big influence on him going into doing Days of Future Past. So, Zodiac, Cosmic Sounds. Check it out. All right, moving right along here because we don't want this to turn into a 45-minute video. Got the Deviants, Disposable. Now, I have seen this shown a couple times. Once for sure by Ron over at Hog's Ear Report. I love Ron. Ron, I'm so glad you're back, man. Making videos, showing great records. And I am absolutely honored, my friend, to have you commenting in my section. Just to know that you're out there watching my videos and that you've been, you know, showing me some love out there, man. That makes me feel awesome, man. That's what this is all about, man. Showing great records, talking to people, man. You're one of the OGs, so I will always dig your stuff. So anyway, the Deviants. Actually, the other Deviant records I've got were because of you as well. So Deviants 3. Now this one might not be as good as like the Patoof or whatever that is, or Deviants 3, but this is still pretty good. It's got everybody there. These are an English rock group, aka the Social Deviants of the late 60s. It was a musical vehicle for a guy named Mick Farren. It was kind of garage rock, acid rock, psych, proto-punk. Kind of like if you threw the Stooges and Blue Cheer and then mixed in a little bit of MC5, you got the Deviants. They were originally kind of a communal band, and I mean, you can tell here, I'm gonna fold this out. Look at all the people in the group there. I mean, that definitely looks like a commune. But Farron describes the music as teeth-grinding psychedelic rock, and I suppose you could get that out of this. But also in the Deviants family tree are the Pink Fairies, too. So, unfortunately, our boy Mick Farren collapsed while on stage. This is got your transparent vinyl here. Yeah, our friend Mick Farren collapsed on stage, still kicking it in 2013, but collapsed on stage and just a short time later died in the hospital. I guess, when you go down doing something that you absolutely love, like playing rock and roll, I mean, maybe that's, what more could you ask for as a rocker, right? Other than to live forever. So anyway, I don't know if I gave the Cosmic Sounds, did I give this? I'm going to give this 4 peace signs. Sorry about that. I'm still getting used to that whole thing. This is also going to get a 3.5 peace signs. Last 2 albums here. This one is The Litter, emerged from The Litter. Released 1969, American psych and garage rock band from Minneapolis, Minnesota, from here in the kind of the North Midwest. So just a few hours away from where I live, actually. A lot of my family lives up in Minneapolis, but here's the boys from The Litter here. If you remember right, they had an album called Distortions. And that was more garage, like garage rock. This is more like a hard and heavy with psych leanings. And definitely they were heavily influenced by like the British invasion. But yeah, this was a band that was put together by the splinters of two other bands. One called, I believe, the Victors, and the other was called the Tab. This is there's a song on here called Future of Past. It's not unlike an Iron Butterfly. This is kind of like a combination between like Amboy Dukes and Blue Cheer. You got all the elements, and there's the guys right there if you want to see them. But yeah, they do a cover of Buffalo Springfield's For What It's Worth. I mean, they totally break it down and do a totally different version of it. It's pretty entertaining. They also do a cover of Little Red Book, you know, a song that Love did. And yeah, this is a great album right here. I love this. Now on to our last record here. This is something I've been kind of briefly showing in the last couple of videos I've done. This is the Head Shop, self-titled. This was released eponymously. I believe the band had already been dispersed by the time this album came out, but look at this creepy cover. I mean, it looks kind of like, you know, maybe colorful and cool, which I don't know what all these boxes mean with the numbers on them. It's almost like some sort of scientific thing. But in the middle, you've got a shrunken head. And then on the back, you've got these, it just looks haunting, these like creepy guys in the dark, the band there. But these are American psych rock from New York City. They were a Brooklyn street corner band, you know, like, remember the movie Rocky where they're all standing around a barrel that's got a fire in it and they're singing? It's like, take it back, do-do-do-do, take it back, take it back, do-do-do-do, take it back. Well, I've been told by the people, and they say to take you back. Remember that? Rocky? Take you back? Okay. Then I guess I just made an ass out of myself. Anyway, this was marketed under the slogan, do you want head? Then blow your mind with the Head Shop. Interesting slogan. Fits though, right? But yeah, this is the album that Larry Coryell played on a song, the famous jazz guitarist. Yeah, this comes out on your re-released on Epic. You know, I'm not going to be able to I wouldn't have been able to afford a regular OG, and I wasn't about to wait for one, so I just went for this. They do, interestingly enough, they do a cover, they end one side with a Beatles cover, and then they start the following side with the Beatles cover. Or they start with Revolution. They also cover Sunny. I think that was by like the Classics or somebody. But anyway, the Head Shop, this is great. I'm going to give this 4.5 peace signs on the peace sign scale. And that's all I got for you. I'm sure this has been long enough. I won't put you through any more torture, but one more toast to you vinyl community and YouTube. I'm happy to have put this video together for you. I hope you dig what you've seen. Tune in next time, because I got a stack about like this that I got at some flea market stuff, some record store stuff, and also some local antique shop stuff. It's going to be a nice stack with some power pop and some just some cool stuff. So cheers to y'all out there. One more big chug.
Oh, yes, yes, my good friend, of course.
You want to say bye, Phlasma? I know you do. Phlasma and Starchild both going to say bye. See ya, fellas. Anyway, you guys remember, do whatever you want, but remember to stay cosmic. Love you guys. Catch you on the next round.
It's Cosmic Vinyl.